Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I know I talk all things property, but in today's video, I'm gonna break down my wages from my first 5 years as an accountant in a mid-tier accounting firm here in Brisbane. People seem to struggle to talk about money, but I definitely feel like YouTube and blogs have really opened up people's world in terms of wanting to talk about their finances and be open and transparent. Emily and I have always had the opinion that money is not the most important thing in the world, and so why wouldn't we share our finances and share what we're trying to achieve in our personal situation to encourage other people to do the same and to be real and transparent with other people. I run a buyer's agency here in Brisbane called Purpose Property, which helps people invest their money into the Brisbane market. And I'm a Brisbane specialist. I've been living in Brisbane for over 20 years. A lot of our property portfolio is also in Brisbane. But at the end of the day, when I work with my clients, they have to share their financial data with me. So I want to do the same. I want to share what our life's been like in terms of building our portfolio and what our incomes were like over the first few years of our working life. Now, I went to university and I spent about 4.5 years there, but you'd be surprised as what a starting accountant makes in their very first year out of university. I'm sure the wages have gone up since I went through. In this video, I'm going to break down the first 5 years of my salary as an accountant and the real change that came after I got my chartered accountant status. You'll see that there's a big jump between years 3 to 5 as I've become and achieved my full chartered accountant status and changed roles and moved into different positions. So let's kick off with what you can expect. You've gone to uni, you've done a commerce degree, you've majored in accounting. I did commerce and business at uni, and that took 4.5 years, but you can definitely do it in 3 years if you want to. So my very first salary, excluding superannuation, was $45,000 a year. Now that's not an awful lot. That's not much money at all, but that's not much money. So Emily and I were just getting married at this point in time. We were moving into our very first unit together, and really we weren't saving a whole lot of money. Em was working part-time in a recruitment firm. I just started my full-time gig at this mid-tier accounting firm, and $45,000 a year was not a lot, but we definitely tried to live below our means. We rented this little apartment. It had paper-thin walls, unfortunately, for our neighbors and for ourselves. It wasn't the nicest place. We were paying $320 a week, but it was a start. It was not too far from the city, which was nice for a commute to work. And I was really thankful to have a graduate position. By year number 2, I got a $5,000 pay increase, which was pretty standard for the industry, and moved up to $50,000 excluding super. At this point, I was a second year accountant in audit, auditing financial statements and starting to get a handle on what auditing looked like and how to actually run an audit from start to finish. But I quite hadn't gotten the hang of it at that point and was still in my learning phase. By year number 3, got the title of a senior accountant at the chartered accounting firm I was working for. This led to a $10,000 pay increase, which was massive at the time. So moving from $50,000 to $60,000 was really good for Emily and I in terms of boosting our savings. And this is right around the time we were looking to make our very first property purchase. We'd been scrimping and saving, trying different business ideas as well. In terms of starting our own businesses, I was still playing as a musician, trying to do gigs at pubs and bars to make some extra money. And this $60,000 wage increase really helped Emily and I secure our first property purchase from a serviceability point of view and helped us fast track our savings as well. Now, this is where it gets interesting in years 4 and 5 to look at the wage movement after I got my chartered accountant status. So I was a provisional member of the CA in my first few years, and I got my full CA after doing 3 years of work experience and completing all the courses as well. At this point, I got a $5,000 increase in year 4 and then jumped straight up to $80,000 in year number 5 as I moved out of the chartered accounting firm into the industry, and this was between us buying our first and second property. So we bought property number 1, we were working on renovating it, and we managed to secure $65,000 by year 4 of my working career and $80,000 by year 5. This was a massive increase for both Emily and I. It was really helping us boost our savings, and it really goes to show that getting the groundwork right early in your career can set you up for a larger trajectory if you're looking to become an accountant and looking to grow your PAYG income as fast as possible. There's definitely some other industries. If you're going to mining or you're going into a higher paying role, which might require more study, you can get a higher starting salary. But the trajectory of accountants and the demand for accountants is definitely there in the market. So if you're great with Excel, great with numbers, and you can work with different financial systems and you're quite dynamic, there's lots of roles and opportunities that you can shine in and potentially get a wage increase as well. Now, by that time of earning $80,000, Emily and I were looking to do the renovation on the Baby Queenslander. That was our second investment purchase. So we'd continue to save money, and we were also looking to use that wage to pull out income and to pass our serviceability tests, to pull out equity, and then make that next investment purchase. Now, I know it might not sound a lot in the beginning, but you can definitely live off $45,000 a year. We were newlyweds and we managed to scrimp and save to do it. We didn't take on any car loans. We didn't take on any credit cards. And throughout the first 5 years of my career, we didn't even open a credit card account until more recently, where we're looking to, obtain more points and have more free holidays by using those credit cards. And we just scrimped and saved, but it was really a great period of our lives, and we wouldn't change it for the world. So I hope you found it interesting breaking down the first 5 years of my career and what income I was on at that point in time. If you've got any questions about becoming a chartered accountant, or you want to have a chat in the comments below, please leave a comment, leave a like on this video, subscribe, and click this video over here if you're interested in more videos of real estate, renovating, and financial freedom. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.